DIYers, hey, what's going on? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. Hey, we're talking Shark vacuum cleaners today, and in the event that your Shark vacuum cleaner head or circular brush inside that head is not spinning, we're going to show you how to fix that. Let's take a look. All right, DIYers, making our way to the workstation. In front of us is our Shark Ion vacuum cleaner, and scrolling above right now, as well as down below in the comments and description, will be a troubleshooting or common cause video, and we will talk about a few things that lead to your vacuum head roller not spinning, including the belt, electrical contacts, and more. However, in this video, again, we are going to replace each of the belts, one on each side. Next, what I did was carefully remove the entire upper motor and handle housing, and from here we are going to remove this plastic lens as well as the brush roller. And to do so, you have little shifting tabs on each side. Just go ahead and shift those and you will see this pop up. Carefully pull that away, set that in a safe location. And right down here, you just see the word pull, and all I'm going to do is do exactly that and remove this. Next, I'm going to flip this upside down, and on the back side is where we can gain access to all of these screws that we need to remove. Coming up top to a top view, in DIYers, in our case, we only have 2 screws to remove the outer caps to gain access to the inner belts. And they are security Torx bit screws. As you see, a star pattern with the pin in the dead center. And we've got one right behind that cap, hiding inside that little area. Down below in the comments and description will be a link to this security Torx bit extension kit. A must-have and extremely beneficial moving forward to have that kit available in your toolbox for your DIY repair videos. Next, I grabbed the T15 extension security Torx bit and installed it in my screwdriver. And again, a screw here and the screw inside there after we remove the cap. And they are magnetic as well, as you can see. Next, I removed that Torx extension and installed a very fine tip flathead. And I'm going to come in here and just carefully open the gap in between the cap and the inner plug, and just carefully open it up and pry it out. Go slow. Do not damage or break this. It should pop out pretty easily. Here we go. There it is. Back to the extension. And that screw is smaller. Don't get them mixed up. From here, back to the flathead bit. And all I'm going to do in between this little seam here all the way around this outer cap is just carefully separate it from the entire vacuum, and go slow. You're working with plastic. Any wrong inputs or pressure, you can crack or break your caps. Not what you want. And something important, make sure you push this or shift this little tension lever back, and that will allow you to pull this off in a friendly, easy manner, as shown there. And as you can see, that just moves that. Set that aside. And as far as the belt, coming inside here, and yes, I see where it is actually broken. And right there. Okay. And again, we have a belt on each side. And just carefully pull this out without damaging your inner sprocket or pulley. And here's the belt. And as far as the part number, it will be on your belt. Down below in the comments and description will be links to replacement belts. That's just one. Again, we're going to open up the opposite side and see if that belt's snapped as well. To an update, I have removed this outer cap. Again, same steps as the opposite side, and I have found that this belt is perfectly fine. However, 5 years old, but it's not snapped. But I'm going to again pull this off the sprocket. I'll grab a little pick tool and just carefully pull it off the sprocket, as shown here. Got the little pick tool on the bottom side in between the sprocket and belt, and just raising it. This one's much larger, as you can see. You can move that spindle by moving the internal brush, as shown there. Part number for this belt, right there. Back to the vacuum, the first belt we will install is the larger one, and I'm going to come in and basically just pinch it in between the lower portion of the spindle and the frame. And once I get it inside, I can loop it around properly inside the gap of the spindle and up and onto the sprocket up here. And actually I'm going to come off just a little bit on the sprocket, come up, and from here basically just use the inner roller to assist me in basically applying pressure right here and rolling it clockwise and bringing the belt up onto the spindle, as you see right there. And it came off just a little bit. Just push it onto the sprocket and a couple revolutions and ensure that the belt itself remains on the sprocket here, as well as the inner portion or gap or insert of the spindle. Perfect. Coming back in, and again, just like removing it, you have to compress this little button, and that will align the inner mechanism here properly. Followed by securing the small screw and the larger screw on the bottom side. Now to this side where the actual smaller belt was snapped, new belt in hand and carefully pinching it and guiding it into the groove on the sprocket. As you see right there, and that little tab here, make sure it goes underneath it and push it all the way down. And basically right there, I'm going to rotate the inner bristle or shaft and clockwise, as you see, and applying that pressure on the belt. As you see, it's going right on, nice and easily. From here, just push it all the way in. Make sure it is all the way around and give it a couple revolutions, as you see right there. Double check everything, and if all looks good, back to this piece and compressing that as we shift it in place. Larger screw goes here. Again, don't over tighten these. And smaller screw to the side. And after securing each of these screws, we will insert the plugs or caps. And make sure they're in properly. Align the little tabs with the slots inside. Coming back in and aligning this properly. Pushing it in place, as shown there, and resecuring the lens